So for those of you who know us or have met us, you know my wife and I are very, very positive people. We have eliminated all negativity out of our lives. Unfortunately, we've tried to make this a positive space, and miscreants and ne'er-do-wells like this person just won't allow that to happen. So guess what? I'm going to send you, even you, some positivity. You were asking about my one and only daughter, Julia. Let me tell you how great she's doing. She graduated at the top of her class from college with honors. She graduated with her master's at the top of her class. She's in the first year of her residency and well on her way to becoming a doctor. And let me tell you what she did the other day. So my wife and I, Junior and Julia, went to lunch at our favorite sushi place, and when the check came, she's like, nah, I got this. She took care of the check, and then she took $1,000 out of her pocket and said, Dad, Mom, I so appreciate all you have done for me. Every check I get, I'm just going to give you a little bit back just to show you how much I appreciate you. We weren't expecting that. We weren't even trying to accept it, but we cried and we cried. Such a wonderful, wonderful parent moment. So thank you for asking. She's doing great.
Welcome back to Love Factual, where we delve into the complexities of relationships to guide you through the maze of love. Today we are addressing a poignant and often emotional topic that many of you have asked about. Now, the struggles and the triumphs within family dynamics, especially the relationships between fathers and their children. We are just one day removed from Father's Day, and this is an essential topic. Now, I want to address some comments that were made about another situation involving a public figure and his daughter. Now, this person criticized him for calling his stepdaughter his only daughter, now seemingly ignoring his biological daughter. Now, this kind of judgment can be harsh and uninformed at best. But I do understand the cause for the criticism. People often forget the complexities men face in relationships, especially when things don't work out. Sometimes fathers are painted in a negative light due to the misunderstandings or miscommunications often influenced by the mother's feelings. It's essential to remember that every family dynamic is unique. Now, in some cases, men are unfairly judged based on financial contributions or their relationship status with the child's mother. Now, this can create a rift between father and child. It often does, fueled by the external perceptions and expectations of others. When a man like Brian McKnight goes through such scrutiny or faces such scrutiny, it's often because people don't understand the full story. His estrangement from his children, for example, stems from complicated relationships and circumstances beyond what outsiders can see. So we really don't understand what's happening. We just assume it's one way. Or we listen to the things that are said by other people and we believe it because he's a man and he's black. So, more than likely, what's being said about him is true. However, not in all cases. Brian McKnight's situation with his daughter, Brianna, is a perfect example. Now, despite his efforts to maintain a relationship, He faced obstacles and allegations that painted him negatively. He's accused of defaming her on social media, leading to a lawsuit that was eventually settled. This strained their relationship even further. It's heartbreaking to see how financial disputes and misunderstandings can overshadow the genuine attempts to connect and support. Now, McKnight even changed his will, acknowledging that reconciliation was no longer possible after the estrangement. Now, listen, it's very important to hold everyone accountable, including women who might use their children as pawns in these disputes. Now, it's crucial to recognize that not all fathers who are estranged from their children are at fault. Sometimes it's the result of manipulation or other external factors that we don't know. If you've been through it, then you would understand the dynamics of what happens in these type of relationships. Let me speak to some of you fathers. If you're a father struggling with these issues, know that you're not alone. Protect your peace and mental well-being. Seek out support and don't let societal judgments deter you from doing what is right. Do not allow your children to pay the price for people meddling in your affairs. Your children need you. I would say, Father, show up and be counted. Do all in your power to maintain a relationship with your children. Now I want you to watch what Reva had to say about this situation.
Okay. So before I get into this, somebody commented on Brian McKnight's video, and it said you couldn't have asked for a better daughter. You have a daughter. That's actually yours. What are you talking about, Brian? So so I guess what happened is he made a post about his daughter, which is, biologically it's not his child, it's actually his stepdaughter. But he made a post about her, and I guess he said, he could not have asked for a better daughter. And so this person, basically knowing that Brian McKnight has a daughter prior to him being married to his current wife, is trying to basically call him out and be like, what do you mean you couldn't have asked for a better daughter? You have a daughter that's biologically your child. Why would you say such a thing? And so then he responds, and he's still, singing the tune of how amazing his daughter is. Now, I want to say this. I think that people forget that Brian McKnight, let me say this. I think people forget that men, I was going to say just Brian, but I think that people forget that men, whenever relationships don't work out, or whenever the situation does not pan out how the woman usually wants the relationship to pan out, even if she decides that because she is no longer fulfilled, that she wants to step away from the relationship, somehow, some way, in some shape or fashion, they always end up creating a strong rift between the child and their father. We see it in paternity court. We see it in reality TV, in real life. We always see that the man ends up becoming, he's only as good as how much money he has in his pockets. The women will literally tell their children, what do you want to call your dad for? What's the last thing that he did for you? What's the last time he gave you money? Like, these are things that are literally spoken about. And you have men who have funds and finances, and who are also in a space that they do not care about what society thinks, what society feels, what other people might have to say, because whose burden is the heaviest? He knows what he's going through. You see, if Brian McKnight was on the internet acting crazy, acting like emotionally erratic, or threatening that he didn't want to be here anymore based off of the turmoil that he was receiving on behalf of his children's his baby mama drama that he had going on, people would be like, oh my gosh, that's so terrible, that's so this, that's so that. But because he's not speaking from a place of being wounded, people are trying to call him out about it, or trying to tell him how to be a father to kids that they know nothing about. The person who commented this has no idea what Brian McKnight and his children have going on in real life. Majority of the time, the people who comment and try to check this man or put him in his place are women who are single mothers. Because in saying something to Brian, they're actually trying to send a message to, who they would consider to be their deadbeat daddy. The same way that all single mothers are not painted with the same brush is the same way that all estranged fathers are not painted with the same brush.
I'm not here to throw shade at anybody. Like I said, these situations are complex as it is. Family dynamics are difficult at best when there's a broken marriage, broken relationships. Father is estranged to their children. We understand that. It's not something that I would wish for anybody, because I know how difficult it is. And so just do your best. Gentlemen, like I said, do your best to take care of your kids. Now, thanks for joining us right here on Love Factual. Remember, family dynamics are complex, like I said, and it's essential to approach these situations with empathy and understanding. Now, if you have thoughts or experiences to share, please leave them in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Until next time, take care of yourself and stay positive. God bless you, and I will see you later.